Welcome to one of this year's most challenging races, where the combination of high speed and complex corners makes this one of the drivers' favourite tracks. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, we are certainly back. Welcome to Formula 4 Racing. With me, well, to the left of me anyway. Hello there, Halsey. Welcome back to the commentary box, mate. How's it? You there? And he's disappeared.
Right, retry. Here we go. No, here we go.
Off to a ripping start, mate. Of course,
Yep.
yes, we are at Japan, and we had to wait for an update. Of course, everyone understands this. Ready up, lads. If you're listening to this, I'll put a message in the server. Because these boys haven't readied up already.
Drop to say and check Discord. Going on in the Discord. Going to be a good race tonight, Skate. I've got a very good feeling about it.
Well, I hope so too, mate. I know the boys are pumped. Well, they're all threatening the curbs, of course. And I mean, there was a bit of chat, of course, in the Discord server there, and yeah, I mean, there is a way to attack it, of course, as we're all well aware, and these boys having a crack at it for the first time. Of course, we have a jumbled calendar, a randomised calendar, and yeah, Suzuka is round 6 for us here at Formula 4. And hang on a sec, check settings.
Correct, Skate.
Check settings.
Damage. Apparently it's on reduced.
Let's have a look.
It says standard on my screen.
And we're back. Yes, I guess the boys are going to ready up. Yeah, the settings were on reduced for some reason. That's my bad. I do apologise. But yeah, we'll get this one all sorted. The boys can ready up now, of course.
Already on it.
Okay,
right.
So the message has gone out loud and clear. Yes, let's get stuck in. And we do apologise, folks, but yes, we did have a bit of an update. Let's get stuck into this one now. We'll bring up the Drivers' Championship while we're all waiting for the boys to load up. There they are there, and Nodsty, I'll tell you what, he's had a cracking start to this season. He is sitting on top of the table there. 81 points, how's he on? For Rockstar Racing, I tell you what, he's had some great racing. I don't think he's actually missed out on a podium. So
he has. He's been. Hang on, I'll tell you. He's been obviously first in the championship the whole way, all 5 rounds. He's had 2 firsts, 2 sixths, and a second. So he has been off the podium.
Well, there you go.
In Netherlands and Austria, he got 6th in Netherlands and Austria.
Yeah, well, those 2 tracks. Cracking tracks, of course. And yes, the real boys were there on the weekend, of course. And, well, it was a bit of carnage for us. But that was weeks gone by. Let's not dwell on the past. We will move forward and we'll get... table, I do apologise. The combined championship tables, there they are. And, yes, of course, it is a tally of both divisions. So, hello, Kitty. Well, only by 1 point on 282, followed by Rockstar Racing, 281, I do apologise. Monster Energy, 276, Jaguar Racing, 232, and Golf starting to creep up a little bit there on 208 points. So they're looking for some good results.
Unfortunately, though, they do need some good results. Unfortunately, they have been bottom of the tree the whole way so far. They've held and locked out 5th position the whole way. So let's hope Golf Racing can get in the mix today and get themselves up the table a bit.
Yeah, it would be great, and I know all the boys throughout the whole field are extremely competitive. And infamous Pillars has just subscribed. Thank you very much, Pillars. Yes, everything should work out there, folks. Had a bit of a tweak during the week. They're not. Oh, they're there. They're temporary, and this will be a work in progress, as we did touch on in earlier streams. But thank you very much, Pillars, for your subscription. He put his hand in his pocket again. Unbelievable stuff from you, Pills. And, well, I do hope that your road to recovery, Pillars done his ankle a couple of weeks ago. And, I apologise for laughing, Pills, but... yeah, he's stuck at home, the poor lad, so wishing him a speedy recovery. But never mind that. You can catch Pills later in the UK division. But one of the first lads to bring, I think that might be a rock star. Yes, the man we were just talking about, Mr. Nodstyhausie.
Indeed. Obviously, first to get out there and get a look at this track. Weather's looking nice and clear at the moment. So he's just going to go off on his warm-up lap. I think was his... somebody else out there as well. It's Shaq out there as well on the early doors. So we'll start to see these boys venturing out on track as we've got Rip the Beans. Oh, Shaq's around. So an early spin for Shaq in the Hello Kitty car, just at the end of the S's towards Dunlop. Get these mistakes out of the way now is what we want.
Yeah, exactly right. Albeit on an outlap, of course. Probably, it's maybe, well, we're not going to speculate, but quite possibly a bit aggressive on warm-up, and around she went. But Nodsty, first one to blink here, mate. He's just cruising, knowing that the more you heat him up at the start of the lap, the more tyre wear it's going to cost you. So Nodsty's just playing it nice and cool here, and not waiting, not weaving, nothing. The track is windy and twisty enough to warm up these tyres quite nicely on their own. So, yeah, Nodsty knowing this, and of course he's on top of the championship tables for an absolute reason. And, well, let's just see how he attacks his first flying lap here at Japan. Suzuka, Japan, how's he?
Indeed, Beans obviously feeling sorry for Shaq. He's also had a little whoopsie on the outlap. So Shaq's not the only one, they're all at it. Nodsty obviously starting his lap now. So let's see how he goes up through the to the S's now. On board with Nodsty. Got to keep this nice and tight here. Up through Dunlop, turn 7. Don't touch that curb. That is a definite doozy, that one.
Exactly right, Housey. And
hard on the brakes here into the first of the Degners. Yep. Second Degners. Looking nice and clean from Nodsty so far. Although I'm sure this is going to be a bit more of a banker lapscape.
I think so, Housey. I mean,
pushing,
early doors in a Q1 session, so be interesting. Let's just see what's happening in the chat. Well, Bobden's made an appearance, and it's not meant to do. I don't know why I did it like that. It's meant to be another one. It's there you go. Droftas has cheered. How many bits was that? 10, 110. Thank you very much, Droftas, and well, appreciate all of that, my friend. But yeah, Nodsty on his way, and yeah, I think you are right there, Housey. Just a bit of a banker, bit of a cider lap, and of course. He's one of the front runners, so yeah, nothing too stressful. This is like we did touch on a Q1 session, and Nodsty gets us underway with a 1:28.3 there, Housey.
Yep, I mean, I'm not going to say too much because I was just doing some time trial a minute ago, and that's exactly what I hit. So it's a good lap for me, but Nodsty's got more in the tank, as we know. So it's going to be, what was it, Beans?
Well, Shaq has to go again, so because that was all invalid. And look, we're going to touch on Crazy Kiwi. There he is. There he's put his hand up to reserve. Now, Crazy Kiwi, he was going to be a full-time driver, and yeah, of course, when the game was released, we did have maintenance and we did have all sorts of updates and stuff like that, and just could not commit. Just could not commit to those times, and yeah, he had to forfeit his seat, unfortunately. But he is back in reserve capacity, and well, it's great to see him back out on track. One of a flying Kiwis. We've got a couple of them in this grid, in this paddock, of course, and, well, Crazy Kiwi, he most definitely is one of them. And Mad G making an appearance. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. Infamous
Mad
Pillars
G.
is there as well, and very good, boys. Very good. Loving the banter as, yeah, Crazy Kiwi's having a crack.
So just back on track. Darkness was on a lap, but unfortunately lost it and hit the barrier. So he's wingless at the moment, just getting out of the way of everyone else. So I think it's Shaq next. They're going to be to cross the line, although he's on an invalidated lap. So forget that. Let's see who else.
We are with Crazy Kiwi,
as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just coming into the last S's here, those famous S's, the Prost and Senna S's, we call them. Although their technical name is, what is it?
And there you go. Crazy Kiwi said a 1 minute.
Casino Triangle.
28.8. We've got a couple of Team Jaguars out there. There they are. Double Dark, Rip the Beans. There he is there. Just getting his lap underway now, of course. And I think the Stig is, yeah, there he is there. Coming through the last chicane. And, well, let's just see what time the Stig will set. He crosses the line. He sets a 29.3 there, Housey. And, well, like we did touch on, maybe just banker laps. And we'll see how they go, of course. Who is next in line? Well, I think
Brad Tay. We've got a Hello Kitty, but Brad Tay is just about to cross the line too.
There you go. So 1 minute 29.2.
29.2. We've got Yellows, Sector 2 and Sector 3.
Shaq is out. Shaq is out. I don't know what's happened, folks. We've missed that on track. But yeah, Shaq's name has disappeared. He is out. And, well, Droftas is saying he DNF turn 2. And so, that's unfortunate. He was even struggling on his outlap right at that exact point. So, unfortunate from Shaq. And, well, the race is long, of course. Anything can happen as Rip the Beans getting well and truly out of the way of some traffic. And that is fantastic stuff there by Beansy. Off the line and everything. And we do appreciate that, mate. Very, very good. Bozza's out there as well, just starting a lap. Now, this guy's a Pot 4 driver, and he's had some phenomenal results as a Pot 4 driver. And, well, he's been on the podium a couple of times. I think he's had one race win, which is fantastic. And, well, this guy's coming on leaps and bounds as this season progresses. So he's having a crack now. He's, well, he's got a little bit of traffic in front of him as well. And I do believe they may be on laps as well. We'll just flick to them as well. Well, there is Rip the Beans. One Slick Mofo is currently out on track as well in the second sector right about now. 2-5 is on a lap. Macedonia. Yeah, he's next. Yeah, definitely, mate. We do apologise, Macedonian. But that Hello Kitty car, there it is there. He crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 29.4, mate. And, well, he may need to go again there, Housey.
Yep, we've had Fury set a lap 128.4. Blue Dog set a lap at 128.4 as well. And Johnny M4 setting a 129.0. So we've still got, 10 cars to set a lap here?
Yeah, exactly. Nat Hammer's out there on track as well. Just getting his lap underway in this session. And yeah, this is 9 minutes left in this session, mate. And, well, plenty of time in the pocket.
Oh no, Smakinder's been in that lap. He's sticking it in the box.
Well, Smakinder's on top of the tree there with a 27.6 and well and truly safe. No need to do anything just yet from that lad. He can kick back in the pit lane, I dare say. There is absolutely no need to go out again as, well, Rip the Beans runs a little bit wide there. Very easy to do on that particular corner as he approaches the hairpin right about now. He's got some traffic in front of him, I do believe. We're not going to flick to whoever that is. That is a Hello Kitty car. That must be, Macedonian getting out of the way of Beans. And as he approaches this lap, Spoon Corner.
Got Brad Tay on a lap, just a few cars ahead. I think he's going to be one of the next to cross the line.
Oh no, he's 6 seconds slower than his previous best there, mate, as we will go back to Rip the Beans. Is there anyone in front of him? Is Chasey in front of him? I think there is. There is another car in front of him.
Chasey's on an outlap, I think.
Well, whoever that Monster Energy car that's crossing the line there, that is Nat Hammer. And Nat Hammer, I do apologise, but that is a 28.4. As Rip the Beans crosses the line, he says it's almost identical.
Nice.
Not far off there off Nat Hammer. P4 from Rip the Beans and a 28.4. Now, I know this lad is looking for a result. And, well, let's just see Rip the Beans. We haven't seen the best of him here yet. And, well, he hasn't quite fired up, and I hope he's ready for a cracking race. Good to see him putting in a half-decent time there in a Q1 session. I dare say that would be safe, mate.
Bozza comes across the line with a 28.1, goes P2. Was that 2.5 straight away after him? It was 2.5 straight away after him with a 28.1 going P3, so good lap from 2.5. And Bozza's there.
Yeah, it is Darkness Abyss who is next, mate. He's about to cross the line any second now. And that is a 29.4 P15 right on the cusp there, Housey.
Chazy's next, just coming into 130 now. Spoon. Driving for Monster Energy. Nice plain red helmet from Chazy. Let's see what he can do. Comes across the line with a 29.0, puts himself P12.
So we've yet to see an appearance from, well, Mofo, mate. We've still got, well, that yellow box,
Yeah,
well, 6.5
Mofo's
minutes.
been out.
And there he is, well,
He's had a
suicide.
whoopsie. Yeah, he had a whoopsie.
Oh, did he? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, one slick did. Yep. So he boxed and he's gonna stick another set on and go out again.
So it is Suicide 5 who is yet to set a time. He's just started his lap now. And we'll just see how he approaches this S section. Very, very tricky and technical as he makes his way through there. And his lines are pretty good, mate. And doing
a bit of understeer.
Just slightly, but yeah, it is the Q1. The track's not quite there yet. And these boys are feeling their way around, of course. Leaving his run a little bit late, giving himself plenty of opportunity for a rubbered-in track more than the first guys who came out, of course. Yeah, Suicide 5, there he is there, attacking that hairpin, and away he goes.
Expecting good things from S5 today, to be honest with you. But I don't think this lap is going to be his best. He was definitely wide into turn 9. Hasn't been quite on it, but as you say, you know, this is the first lap, so it's first eye-in job for Suicide 5. He's going to have more to give should he get himself through to the next session. Kyotonic still yet to set a lap 2, who is now currently out there on an outlap, so staying on board with S5 here, just coming to the end of his lap through the last chicane. Nice and easy on the power, taking the short line, and he goes P14, so just about safe for Suicide 5 at the moment, a 29.3.
Yeah, I reckon he'll have another crack there, Housey, definitely, mate.
We've got 4 minutes.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time on that clock. Mofo is about to get his lap underway, of course.
Yeah, he is indeed. Kyotonic is on his outlap, so he's going to be the car after one slick. Chazy Dane's on an invalidated lap at the moment. Johnny M4 is also out there, looking to improve his time of a 129.0.
Ooh, and we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1 and 2. I'm not too sure what that was all about there, but One Slick Mofo is currently on a lap there. And, well, here he is, of course, leaving his run a little bit late. There's still plenty of time on that clock. And, oh, a little bit wide there. And, well, he will look to put that Golf Racing team back on top of the timing tree, of course. Very, very good racer is One Slick. So are a lot of the boys in this grid. But, yeah, of course, expected to get out of this Q1 session, if I must say so myself, as.
Yep, you would expect a man of One Slick's talent to get himself out.
Of course, he broke he got the monkey off the back last week. He got his win. Oh no, as he is just invalidated by running wide at Spoon Corner. And, well, that is so unfortunate.
3 minutes. Let's hope he's got the fuel.
That is so unfortunate for Mofo. So, yeah. He should have the fuel to have another go, but very unfortunate. He would have been safe, and that would have been that job done. But, of course, he's got to have another go at it. And, well, mistakes are quite easily made at this tricky track.
So Kyotonics is now the next guy on his lap. Monster Energy Racing driver. Oh, he's got a little bit of traffic and he's gone wide. How has he not invalidated that?
I don't know, mate.
He's getting a nice little toe, though. He's getting a nice toe. Is that a teammate in front of him?
That is a teammate, and that is brilliant teamwork from these Monster Energy Racing boys, and fantastic stuff as Kyotonic attacks this lap. Here he comes. What does he set? It is a 29.3, and that is P16.
Trying to pick up who's next. Johnny M4's about to cross the line in that Golf Racing livery. He stays 13th though on a 28.9. Who else have we got out there? I know Blue Dog's out there somewhere.
Yeah, we haven't picked up Blue Dog, to be fair. And where is he? He's quite comfortable in P8 there. And, well, this is definitely a cool-down lap, I do believe.
S5 is on another lap. He's about to cross the lines.
He's throwing that in the pit lane.
So F5 is done. I don't think he won't get back out. So he's right on the cusp, nearly there in 14th.
Yeah, he's in P14, and
so he's gonna start praying to God right about now. He's not going to be happy if he goes out here, I can tell you that.
I don't think so. I know he definitely won't be. Rip the Beans looks like he's on a lap, I do believe. He's in that second sector, approaching Spoon now. And Team Jaguar Racing is what that one is. And, well, Rip the Beans, a Pot 2 driver. And we did touch on before. We're not going to harp on his results of late. But he is looking to have a great race here. He's so far in P6 there, mate. A 128.429, not too bad at all. Considering, well, look how close it is. Q1 session, there's not much time separating that middle part of that table there. But here he comes, Rip the Beans. Is he? No, he's not. He's 7/10 slower there, how's he?
Old boy about to cross the line. He's up on his time at the moment. Yeah, he does promote himself to P9, 28.5, so old boy nice and safe. Looking for a good result here.
Well, Kyotonic, he's there, and...
Did he make the line?
Yeah, he made the line, but it looked like he was going slow. I don't know. That could have been
off. Yeah,
that's it.
He's not. He's pulled off.
He's done. He's done, so he'll be out. Macedonian is out there as well. And, well, he's left his run extremely late. He's sitting in P17 now.
Well, one slick. What's the timer on? I can't see because of the yellow flag.
Yeah, I can't see. I think one slick.
Giving him his time.
Well, he's just made it, hasn't he? There,
just about made it.
Yeah, I think so, mate.
He needs this lap though. I'm gonna stay with one slick just to keep an eye on this. He's yet to set a time, so this is important for one slick to get this lap right this time.
Well, they're going to come in thick
and got it a bit wrong.
They're going to come in thick and fast, Housey. Of course, you've got the Stig out there as well, and he's sitting in 15th. And at the moment, he is safe. But let's not forget, you got Macedonian, who's currently out there, and he's backed out. Macedonian is he backed out of it? No, he certainly... Yes, he has. He is 5 seconds down. Macedonian will be out of this session. Darkness Abyss is currently 3.5 tenths up on his previous best time. He will be next to make a dent in this one. Where is Mofo? How is Mofo going there, Housey? Because, I mean, I know you won't have a reference point, but Darkness Abyss is currently 4.5 tenths up at the second sector on his previous best. Let's just see what he can do. 4.5 tenths puts him in the realms of about P13, P14. Suicide 5, the checker flag falls across him at 129.3. Darkness Abyss, P13, a 128.9. And Suicide 5, well, there he is in P15.
5 on the limit, yeah.
The Stig, let's just see.
Good.
Let's see what the Stig can do. He's about to cross the line. Oh, it's going to be... Oh, there you go, the Stig, P14.
He's done it. One slick, though. Watch one slick. Here we go. There we go. Straight into second from one slick. So... the Stig and one slick pushing Darkness Abyss and Suicide 5 out of the session.
Wow. Look at the two bottom guys, Macedonian and Shaq out of the session. That is unbelievable. And, well, there you go. Some names in that dropout zone, but there always is week to week, isn't there, Housey? Seems to be a common trend. Of course, there's no guarantees. And, yeah, when the boys are on the limit at a tricky track like this one, there you go.
Yep, some definite surprises in there, to be fair, the drop zone. But as you touched on earlier, I mean, look, these boys, they're all class drivers. They're all, you know, they're all really good drivers. We've both driven with all of them and watched these boys for months and sometimes years. We know what they're capable of. So You know, I mean, to say that we've lost some big names there, but they're all big names in this session, in this league. They're all big names. So somebody's got to go, and unfortunately, it is going to be Darkness Abyss, Suicide 5, Kyotonics, Macedonia, and Shaq that is going to have that early bath.
Well, that's all I can say, folks. Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. Mr. Fury Strat, there he is in the chat. Well, indeed, my friend. And what else do you say? What else do you say?
It's a very tricky track, as you've mentioned as well. You know, it's easy to push that a little bit too hard and make the mistakes. But I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, look at it. I mean, it's a 28 lap time all the way down until P16. So a second covers second to 17th. So
exactly right. Very tight.
Close.
It is extremely close. And very very tricky track to pass. There are some long straights, of course, and a couple of DRS zones to boot. But yeah, I mean, when you're in the especially sector 2 there, it's almost patience is a virtue, my friend, is what they say. And, well, Smakinda on top. There you go there with a 1 minute 27.6. Doing his thing for Team Jaguar. Mofo, welcome back to the top end. And he sits on a 28.0. Expect to see these times drop as the sessions roll on. And Bozza in P3. Those golf boys having a good couple of weeks, Housey. Albeit only a Q1 session, but it's sort of a little bit of a gauge there. And, well, there you go. At the moment, 2 and 3 for Golf Racing. 2-5 for Monster Energy in P4. And as we will touch on, we'll quickly flick down to the bottom because that time's going to run out. That is the drop zone. So Shaq, Macedonia, and Kyotonic, Suicide 5, and Darkness Abyss all out of qualifying in Q1.
yeah, big shock that, to be honest with you. Macedonia's a shock there. I mean, he's had some solid results here. He's to be fair, he's one that's really impressed me so far.
Yeah.
A third, a second. He did have a DNF in Netherlands, but second, then sixth. So he's had a good run of results, to be honest. Good, solid results. Almost doing the Brad Tay thing and being the silent assassin.
Yes, the Mr. Inconspicuous is what I think we did nickname him yesteryear there, Housey. And, well, of course, Brad Tay doing his thing, of course, quite easily making a Q2 session again.
Yeah, he's, again, to be fair, I mean, he had a bit of a tricky start. 15th place in France, a 10th place in Baku, a 9th in Netherlands, an 11th in Austria, and an 11th in Bahrain. So he's looking for better results, Brad Tay. We know he's definitely capable of it, although he is leading. No, he's not. He is second at the moment in pot 4 standings.
Yes. Yes, he certainly is. And actually, thank you for reminding me there, Housey. We'll bring that pot table up there for you guys. There it is there. I'll make that bigger so we can actually read it. Do apologise. Pot 4. So the Stig leading that one. 46 points. Brad Tay on 32, of course. Jay-Z Dane on 15. Suicide 5 on 14. And, well, that will be Bopton because Reedy is unfortunately no longer with us. And, well, they are the pots. Nodsty, of course, leading the championship, leading pot 1. 2-5 leading pot 2. And Bozza leading pot 3, of course, and we did touch on the Stig leading pot 4. So they are the pots, folks, and of course, drivers, of course, can become champions of their own pot, and it's all part of it here at Formula 4.
Nodsty, the first one to get out of the box again in this session, so he's wanting to be having the airtime today, does Mr. Nodsty, out on the mediums.
Yeah, which is interesting to note. So, well, Nodsty's going...
Only one that is at the moment.
Exactly right there, Housey. So, of course, we do touch on, for all the newcomers to Formula 1, you almost feel like Martin Brundle when you repeat yourself so many times, Housey. But, well, we'll do it for everybody out there, of course. And, yeah, the fastest time you set in a Q2 session, whatever tyre compound you set that fastest time on, he will start the Grand Prix on, of course. So it is more of the strategic session in a qualifying session, a Q2 session, as Nodsty's all over the place. This won't be his lap. He won't be happy with this one. He ran wide 2 corners previous, and, well, there you go. So for a man of his calibre, he won't be happy with this lap at all, Housey.
No, but obviously with the mediums, you've got that little bit. Sometimes the second lap is better on the medium. Just take that extra lap to warm them up. So expect this lap to be still a decent lap from Nodsty, I'm sure, but keep an eye for the second lap around on these tyres. As long as he doesn't box, I'm sure we'll be faster. Johnny M4 also has the medium tyres fitted, but in the box at the moment. Crazy Kiwi now on an out lap, as well as Beans.
There you go, and we've
Nodsty
got it.
about to finish his lap.
See, Nodsty about to finish his lap, but we've got a very slow-moving Jaguar in turn 1 there on that track map. But Nodsty sets a 1 minute 29.2, and not too sure who that was in Team Jaguar there, but caused that yellow flag. And, well, Nodsty, let's just see if he goes
Beans.
again.
It was Beans. So we've got Fury about to set a lap time in the Hello Kitty car. He's backed right out of it. Oh, so the sandbagging started. Fury has started the sandbagging. He's backed off before the line because he's on the softs.
Oh, there you go. Droftas has just brought a very important point to my attention. Oh, it's showing there you go. So a bit of a technical issue there. Well, me stuffing up, of course. I didn't select the right folder, and I don't think I took a screening of the right one anyway. So anyway, there you go. I apologise, folks. But I don't have the current ones to be able to show you boys and girls at home. But
I have them. If anybody wants to know, I have them written down in my magic book I'm looking at. So I definitely do have the latest statistics.
In the Bible there that you've got.
Oh yeah,
weekly,
it's a pretty big Bible.
A weekly updated Bible there. Housey does have. Yes, Statman 2.0, excuse me, is the reason why. And yeah, of course, I do know Housey very well, and some of the conversations with his stats have been phenomenal. And yeah, well, I'm sure he's got a couple in his back pocket that he will share with us and, throughout the sessions.
There's always some there, but these guys normally keeping us busy these days. So I think I'm just trying to work out where the Fury's going again here. Although he backed off last time, so I can't see the point in going again for Fury, because he was definitely playing a bit of games. So it's Brad Tay behind him, but he's 4/10 down on his previous time. So I don't think it's going to be him. Nat Hammer also there, but again, he's already set a time.
Well,
got a golf racing car. Who is that? Buzzer. He's already set a time too.
I'm on Kiwi, and that track map flickered magenta in that second sector, just ever so briefly. Flickered. Yeah, that spit my words out. As Kiwi sets a 1 minute 28.4, and that puts him on
magenta.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Talk to me, Goose.
Flickered. Yeah, baby. There it is. Private joke.
So there's not much action happening out there at the moment there, Housey.
No, we've got a lot of outlaps.
Well, the Stig's just getting his lap underway now there, mate. And there is the man himself, giving me a couple of... He knows exactly. There's the private joke. Yeah, we'll keep that in-house. And, yeah, he's accepted, he's acknowledged. And away we go into Q2.
So there we go. Ticked off round 1. But here's the Stig next along, Team Jaguar. Let's have a look at Stig. Currently, as you said, he is definitely pot 4, leading pot 4. He's been there at the top of pot 4 the whole time, all 5 rounds. So he's nice and stable at the top there. But to be honest with you, that is what I expect from Stig. I was quite surprised about him being in pot 4, to be honest with you. I know we've got to fit these guys in, but... I think he's definitely pot 3 pace, to be honest.
Yeah, well, he's come on leaps and bounds. I've got well, as we do know, we do know all these boys quite well, and well, the Stig, I'm very impressed with his progress, of course, he's just come on leaps and bounds, and it is great to see. He's getting quicker and quicker as the weeks roll by, and it's like anything. The more you put in is the more you get out of it. And continuity with racing is everything. And I do know Stig races in a couple of other leagues, of course, and just his pace has picked up heaps from last season, from what I know of him. But he sets a 1 minute 28.7 there, Housey, and at the moment that is P2.
His teammate of Smakinder, also in that Jaguar Racing, going to be next across the line. Got away with the last corner there with track limits just about. So
Oof.
He's opened up the DRS and he goes top of the tree. He flickered Magenta with a 127.731.
Very, very good, very good. As Blue Dot crosses the line on the medium, he sets a 1 minute 28.6. Have a look at that, Housey. All the lads are going the mediums now, and Johnny M4, he'll be fuming. He's invalidated, and I dare say, he's on a charge. He's got 100% ERS, so he's going to have another go. Old boy is in the first sector, yet to set a time on a flyer at the moment, and yellow flags just ahead of him. So who is that? Rip the Beans on an outlap, I do believe. And, old boy on a hot lap. There you go. And, they're fantastic. Look at that. Brilliant from the lads. And we do appreciate that very much, getting out of the way of these boys. And here comes old boy, of course. This is Rockstar Racing. And old boy, the Queenslander, the banana bender himself. Away he goes. And let's just see where he can put that Rockstar Racing car, of course. And he's just invalidated. Talk him up, Housey. It always bloody happens.
Oh, yeah. It's always your fault, yeah. It's always your fault. I gotta keep my mouth shut.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's like that now, is it?
Yeah. I'm not taking the blame for it. It's a shame, though. Old boy, obviously, he didn't manage to be with us the first few rounds. Unfortunately, just because of time constraints and things. So he's definitely looking to be back on the charge. Good result last week, though, a third at Bahrain. So that's definitely the old boy that we know and love. Hopefully he can continue that this week. Let's see. Who have we got? Johnny M4 is on an invalidated lap again. I think that's 2 in a row for Johnny M4. We've got Brad Tay 2.2 seconds up on a lap at the moment in that Rockstar car.
Yeah, he's pretty slapped there, House. He was a 29, excuse me. That's a 34.9. And, I dare say he's going to smash that one. He's got a Golf Racing lad in front of him. I do believe, I'm not too sure who that is. But there you go. Brad Tay lighting it up. Magenta in that second sector. Getting a nice little cheeky toe from that Golf Racing lad. That might be, is that Johnny M4? I'm not too sure who that is. But we are sticking with Brad Tay. As he comes around that last bend, he sets a 1 minute 28.9, and that is P5. Have a look at Rockstar. Almost the dominant team in that top 10 so far, Housey.
Yep, indeed. Fury's about to change that, though, hopefully. Currently P7. He's just coming into the last chicane now on the set of mediums. Definitely on a flyer. There's going to be no backing out of this one. Takes a short run to the line. Yes, there you go. Goes P2 with a 28.3. 2.5 about to set a lap 2, comes across, does a 28.7, puts himself P6.
Do apologise, I missed 2.5 laps, but yeah, there you go, a 28.7, Housey. So Monster Energy in this Q3 session, got 3 cars in the Q2 session. Excuse me, in this Q2 session. At the moment, not looking too good. I'm sure these boys are going to change that around. 2.5. Yeah, as you said, P6, but I'm expecting this table to change ever so slightly. We've got a couple of quick lads that have not set times, and that time from Bozza and Nat Hammer is definitely not representative, mate.
Yeah, we've got one slicks out there at the moment, I do know that. Johnny M4's just closing his lap now, so Johnny M4's about to put a lap time on the board. If he keeps it clean through the last couple of corners, which he does, he has a bit of a twitch on the exit. Lost the rear slightly, so he lost a couple of tenths there, I would say, but he does a 28.9, puts himself P8 on the medium.
Yeah, so at the moment he is safe, but yeah, Mofo crosses the line right now, Housey. He sets a 27.8, and there he is. P2 from the man.
We've got Nodsty about to cross the line, if you keep an eye on that. And 2.5's going again too, by the looks of it. So Nodsty does improve, goes P3.
They are impressive times. If Nodsty manages a 27.9 on a soft,
He's on the soft though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And look at Mofo and Smakinda setting those times on them. Even the boys just below them, they are impressive times. Yes, Rip the Beans and Chasey Dane yet to set times, and they are both out there at the moment.
Starting.
Yeah, Chasey's just starting his lap now. So we'll keep an eye on these.
Beans is a car behind him. So those two about to start their laps now with 1 minute 57 to go. Keep an eye on them. There's one of his teammates just coming out the pits for Rip the Beans. Not sure who it is, but there's another Jaguar Racing just about to come out the pits and hopefully gets out the way of Beans, because this is an important lap for Beans with no lap time on the board as of yet. So currently, Brad Tay, Bozza, Nat Hammer, Rip the Beans and Chasey all in the danger zone. Danger zone, yeah? Get it?
Very good. I'm just clipping these photos while trying to get the right ones up. Just give me a second. Bear with us, folks. Apologize.
You're all good. You're all good. You're on board with Chasey, are you? Yeah. I'll flick back to Chasey then so I can talk you guys through it. So we got Beans and Chasey both on a lap. Chasey just ahead. He's got a teammate ahead of him here on the long straight. He's going to get out of his way nicely. So this is an important lap for Chasey. On the soft tyres, thing to note, we've got a bit of a mixed bag at the moment. Top 10 between softs and mediums. We'll run you through that in a second. So here comes Chasey across over the line. He puts himself P12, a 29.4. I can't see the clock to see whether he's got any time left to go again. We'll update you in a second. Rip the Beans now about to cross the line. So currently Chasey is in the danger zone still. Yes, he did have time to start another lap if he had fuel. Beans puts himself safely out, safe even, in third with a 27.9.
There is 16 seconds
definitely safe.
left in the session. Nat Hammer's just gone through 130R there. I don't know if he's going to make this. This is going to be touch and go for Nat. I don't know. This is going to be very, very close for the lad. He's invalidated. That's it. He's done his session.
Oh.
He's done his session.
Yeah, that's the last corner, so it might not count now. It won't, will it?
Ouch! As Bozza throws himself into the top end with a 128.1. Fantastic stuff from Bozza. That is safe. Johnny M4 in the pit lane, and that is unfortunate. Where is the Stig? Is he improved? No, he's 3.5 tenths down. And, well, gonna have to have a cracking last two sectors here, has he?
He is. Indeed. I'm just watching Fury at this point in time. He's safe at the moment, but...
And Chasey has invalidated. Where is Nat Hammer? Let's just see where Nat is, and, he's invalidated as well, as we did touch on with that last corner. I did just forget. It's like a case of amnesia. But here he comes, the Stig. And, let's just see where he is at this second sector. He's getting a toe from his teammate.
Oh, he's getting a toe.
Let's just see if that helps. Indeed. Where is he? He's 1.5 tenths up. So, it's going to be very, very close at the moment. He's level pegging with Blue Dog. So, let's just see what the Stig can do. He needs a great exit out of here. This is going to be very close, folks. The Stig, let's just see what time it is. It is a 128.4. P9 knocks Blue Dog out. Where is Blue Dog?
Behind him. Blue Dog's just coming through the last couple of corners now.
He's done.
He's boxed it.
He's done.
He's boxed it.
He is out. Blue Dog is out of the session. Johnny M4 as well. Brad Tay, Chasey Dane, and, Nat Hammer. There it is there, a red track map invalidating on that last corner. He will be kicking himself for that, and, he will start P15. Now, while we've got you, I'm just going to see if this works. I think I did have him. I just had the wrong file selected. I'm just going to bring him up. And, yes, there it is there as the updated file, folks. And that is who is on top. Nodsty, 100 points on the nose, if you don't mind. 2-5 in P2 on 74 points. Nat Hammer, the man we were just talking about, he is on 73 points in P3. And Macedonian, we all know what happened to Macedonian not making it out of that Q1 session. He's on 71 points. Fury Strat having a great season so far on 66 points. And Bozza, as you can see them all for yourselves there, folks, it is very tight in the middle, at the top, and towards the back end as well. and looking forward to seeing how this one shapes up. And I'll get rid of that screen. Oh,
Yep, we're just about to see the results for Q2. So Nat Hammer seems to be the one for me that is a bit surprising for that.
well, Smakinder on top of the charts again with a 1 minute 27.7. Cracking lap from these two. Well, all of them really. One Slick Mofo just behind him. Beans on the soft. So just interesting to note that these two lads, Nodsty and Beans, are looking to jump the two lads in front of them. If they qualify on the front row, of course. But of course, they're looking for that jump at the start, whoever they qualify around. Crazy Kiwi making it into a Q3 session. Fantastic. And the Stig as well on the softs. The rest are all on mediums.
Yeah, a good lap from Smakinder there. He did a 27.6 to be top of the tree in Q1 and a 27.7 to be top of the tree Q2 on the medium tyre. So not much delta between the two tyres there. Obviously shows you he probably wasn't pushing that hard in Q1 on those softs.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Exactly right. You never show your hand in a Q1 session, of course. And the name of the game is survival, mate, as you're well aware. And, well, these boys know exactly what it's all about. But let's just see who's going to be first to blink. The Q3 session's kind of like... Remember back in the day, Housey, how the qualifying session used to be an hour long, and then no one hit
again?
No one hit.
It's not.
No one hit the track until the last 20 minutes or whatever it was. The Q3 session, very similar, but it tends to have shifted. Instead of it being at the start, it's more the middle section of Q3 where the guys have already set a banker lap or a one-sider lap, so to speak, and then they'll go in the pit lane and give us nothing to talk about, of course, and then they'll have another crack, and it is chaos towards the end. But who is first to blink? I think it's Bozza. Yeah,
Bozza.
there he is there, the Bozman, and Golf Racing. Donning the number 13, lucky for some, as they will say, as welcome to the stream, Tabbed. Yes, Tabbed is just, he's a reserve driver. He's just recently joined with us, and great to have him on board. He put his hand up to reserve, and hopefully he can have a drive next week as a reserve if there is any guys that don't show or whatever, can't race for whatever reason. But Bozza is the first one to blink here, mate, in a Q3 session, and Bozza doing a fantastic job with his run of results. Housey, we did touch on that early days in the stream, and mate. He should have his hats off to the lad because it's impressive to say the least.
He had an 11th in France, a 7th in Baku, a 16th in Baku, an 11th in Netherlands, a 5th in Austria, and a 6th in Bahrain. So his best result so far has been a 5th, Bozza. I'm sure he's looking to improve on that this week.
As Chasey Dane has just subscribed, and thank you very much, Chasey. Thank you very much for your subscription, and hey, Tabbed. And he's just saying Valtteri to Alpha. So there you go. So I'm not too sure if that's just his opinion. Is that fact? Is it all done? But I think it's. No, I don't think it's all done yet. So it's all speculation. But yes, Tabbed,
Mr. If the Statman don't know, it ain't true.
Oh, hang on a minute. But Droftas has just confirmed. The Oracle has just the Oracle has confirmed as Chasey Dane has gifted a sub to the viewers, and he's gifted it to Nat Hammer. Well, there you go. The stream has gifted it to Nat Hammer. But Bozza on his way to set his time, of course. And there you go. All confirmed. That is the world's worst kept secret, but tends to usually be the case in Formula One, isn't it? I mean, they all say, we're not saying nothing, but it all tends to get out very, very quickly once there's a sniff of any. Pardon, I'm not even going to say that. But, yeah. And Nat Hammer appreciating that subscription. And thank you very much, Chasey Dane. But yes, awful quali from that as he is
boy's out.
Just admitting there.
Out.
Oh, no way. Old boy's
out. Bozza about to set his lap time then, so he opens us up with a 27.8. It's going to be Nodsty next with a 28.8. I think he backed off a little bit there, though. Just caught the tail end of it. Rip the Beans goes pole with a 27.6 at the moment. Coming in thick and fast now. Fury into P3 with a 28.3. Who's that next? It's the Stig with a 28.6, puts himself P4. 2.5 sets the 28.1, puts himself into P3. Good lap from 2.5. Who else we got here coming through?
Smakinda is next.
Going to be next.
Oh, but no.
Closely followed by the reserve of Crazy Kiwi. Oh, hang on a minute. What happened there?
I'm not too sure. Smakinda, Dave. I think Smakinda's gone. Where?
That was weird.
I'm not too sure, mate. I can't answer that. There you go. Mofo's out.
Car just vanished for me.
Mofo is out there as well, and he's about to set his first time run of this Q3 session. Let's just see what he can do. It is a 1:27.6, if you don't mind. Beansy, I missed Beansy's lap, but he's at 27.6 as well, so that's fantastic stuff. Of course, only their first run. There's still plenty of time left in this session. 7 minutes to be exact, and well, anything can happen, mate.
And it usually does.
So yeah, this is where they all go into. This is what we were talking about before. They will all jump in the pit lane, and there won't be much action on track.
It does give us a little bit of a chance to maybe talk about that Valtteri decision, should you want to.
Yes.
Gives us a couple of minutes. I mean, I don't know. What's your opinion?
I mean, this is all for the chat people out there as well. All in the chat. Feel free to type in your responses, of course. Trying to get some interaction here. He loves he also loves a good quiz, does he? And, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure you've got any prepared, but
I've got a few here. I mean, we can. It depends how many people were tuned into the last time we streamed an event at Japan. But we can play the quiz if you want. Drivers World Champions not to win at this track. Let's play it. Mad G's going to be straight on the ball.
Mad G will knock this one out of the park, I do believe. And yeah. As Bopton's in the chat. Send me a prayer, almost knock off, and it's midnight. Well, there you go, Bopton. And, well, man's got to take care of responsibilities, brother. And you got to do what you got to do, my friend. We'll see you, of course. Bopton is a full-time driver. He is a golf racing driver. And, yeah, unfortunately can't make it, as he's just touching on there. But we will see him next week, of course.
So I'll put my 2 pennies worth in with the Bottas situation. I think it's very harsh, to be honest with you. I don't think Valtteri gets enough credit. I think he is a very good driver. Yes, probably, as a lot of people would say, he's too nice. He's too nice, and that's probably his downfall. But I don't believe he deserves an Alfa Romeo seat. No offence to Alfa Romeo, but I think he's better than that, to be honest.
Well, this Blue Dog comes out of left field with a comment like that, as Mad G says, world champions not to win a far... wait a minute. Let me read this properly. World champions not to win a far few before it was added to the calendar. Next. But yes, anyway, Smakinda throwing that one in the pit lane. So yes, no cars out on track, folks. And, well, Droftas coming in with, I think, Bottas will do well at Alpha. Yes, he is a race winner in a team now.
No doubt
not a number
it.
2. Yes,
No
man.
doubt
So,
about it.
yeah, definitely, mate. And, well, yeah, as you did touch on, mate, he just doesn't get the credit that he sorely deserves. I mean, remember when he was at Team Williams and he was just pulling that team along with him?
He's done a great job at Williams.
Oh, mate,
Yeah,
he certainly did.
Job.
And he earned that seat there. It's just well, he's a number 2 there. He always was going to be a number 2 there, and that could be extremely frustrating. Extremely frustrating, of course, but well, I mean, it just
the paycheck doesn't say so, does it?
That's right.
The paycheck's fine.
As a driver, you want to, you know what I mean? You want to.
Of course you do. But I mean, you don't sign that contract in the first place knowing you're gonna.
Mate.
You know, that's the tricky thing.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. That's the business's decision.
There's talk that the George thing will be, George is going to go in there and smash Hamilton. Look, I've no doubt that George is good enough to do that, but I don't believe he's going to go in there and ruffle feathers. Do you know what I mean? His smart plan would be to go in there, get a year under his belt, play the team game, do the Bottas essentially for a year, and then. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to go in there and try and disrupt it. He's too smart for that.
Oh, mate, I don't know, mate. I think well, it's all in quali, isn't it?
Nah.
It's all in qualifying. So, that's that's job number one. You always want to. That's the first task at hand. Of course, out-qualify your teammate and then outperform your teammate. So if he does well in qualifying and knocks on that, I don't know. I think the feathers are going to be ruffled, mate. Yeah, that's the right.
Oh, they will.
You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying, I think George is definitely smart enough to
Oh,
know
no
where
disputes.
his place is. His
No
place is the future of the team. Do you know what I mean?
No disputes. But I mean, still, you show your worth in qualifying, of course, because you know the scenario on race day. And if you show up on qualifying, and you know what I mean, that's where the eyebrows will be raised, quite possibly. And anyway, we will push on. It's come F1 chat, mate. Anyway, we're here at Suzuka, Japan, and we are currently watching Bozza attack this lovely, one of my favourite tracks, folks. The only figure 8 circuit we come to, and yes, we are late doors in a Q3 session, and Bozza on his final, well, going to be one of his, he's lost it! Bozza's lost it, he's out! Bozza is out! And, well, that's unfortunate. He was on a cracking lap, and he was going to improve, and that is unfortunate. He is done. That is his session over. We caught that as 2-5 is. Well, what does he say? Does he improve? No, he's getting his lap underway. So, who is next? Who is absolutely out there on a lap? Rip the Beans is, and
most are on the out lap. Beans is, yes, Beans is the first one. Followed. Oh no, Kiwi's on an out lap, so it's Beans followed by 2-5. So far at the moment, just because we were waffling too much, because we flickered to real F1 chat, it's Smakinder on top with the 127.5, Bean second with 27.6, One Slick third with 27.6, Bozza fourth but out with a 27.8, 2.5 with 28.1, Fury sixth with 28.3, Crazy Kiwi seventh with a 28.5, Stig with a 28.6 in eighth, and Nodsty 28.8. in ninth, and Old Boy we have lost right from the start of the session. I'm not quite sure what happened to Old Boy.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Old Boy. We did miss that, but yeah, unfortunately, Bozza as well, just then, as we did touch on, he would be kicking himself for that slight error, but Beansy's on his lap, and well, he's got 40 seconds remaining, so if he's got the fuel, and he most certainly does, he'll have another crack if this isn't to his liking, but he sets a 1 minute 27.5,
nice.
Puts him on top, if you don't mind, Housey. Where is Kiwi? Kiwi's on an out lap, so it'll be Fury.
2.5's next.
Oh, sorry, yes, that's right, it is
2.5.
2.5.
Just crossing the line now.
And
he
he's
improves one position. Smakinder's invalidated. Fury's on a lap. It's going to be Fury next. Closely followed by, who's that? Oh no, they're on both out laps. So Fury about to cross the line. Improves but stays sixth.
Nodsty is out there
Nodsty
as well.
On his lap.
Yeah,
yep.
Definitely, mate. Because Mofo's just about to get himself underway here, and he's on his final run in this Q3 session. We're going to focus on Nodsty. He's usually up. He's usually up at the top end of the trio. We've got a full, well, not a full, but sector 2 and 3, full yellows. Not too sure what's going on there. Maybe guys just making slight errors, but anyway, here we go. Nodsty. Let's just see where he is in the second sector. One and a little bit tense up on his previous best. So he hasn't had a good, well, unless he's slowed up massively in this last sector and his previous run. Let's just see what he can do. But he was very, very close to his previous best. He sets a 1 minute, there you go. 1 minute 28.5. He won't be happy with that lap. That is unfortunate. So yeah, it certainly is. The Stig is out there as well.
Going again. Oh. Bean's about to cross the line. He's slightly up on his time. He does improve to 27.2 now. His teammate of Smakinder is next, who is currently up on the previous time.
I'll have a look at this.
Smakinder. This is going to be Team Jaguar. He's like, oh, that's a. Smakinder's out of this one, I think. That was a terrible exit.
Yeah.
Through the last sector.
No, yeah, there you go. There you go.
So we've got One Slick now. Just coming into the final chicane. A casino triangle section. He's going to run the short line. Currently sits P3. Can he get himself any higher? He doesn't. Stays P3. Fury's on a slow down lap. So who else we've got here? Nodsty. Is he going again? He looks like he's pushing Nodsty. to be fair.
The checkered flag has fallen, and he has got that checkered flag across his name. He is not going again.
He has. Sorry, excuse me.
That is qualifying done, folks. I do believe the Stig, yes, puts it in the pit lane.
Yep.
We've seen him and Fury side by side down that back straight there, of course, before 130R. Just taking it easy, going back to the pit lane. And 2 points for yes, of course. Beans gets 2 points, 2 championship points to his total for putting the thing on pole. So congratulations to Rip the Beans. There he is there. And yes, he will be happy with that. P1, if you don't mind.
2 in a row for Beans.
Certainly
That's
is,
2
mate.
in a row for Beans. He was pole last week as well.
Exactly right. So doing his thing is the lad. And look, fantastic for Rip the Beans. And his teammate, not too far off him there as well. We did see him get a massive tank slapper coming out of the chicane. And, lost himself a fistful of time. But look at that. Team Jaguar, P1, P2. There you go. Well done, lads.
P9.
One slick mofo in P3, Golf Racing, 2-5. Well, the sole remaining Monster Energy lad in P4. Bozzard as well, P5 as well, Golf Racing. Mr. Fury Strat, the lonesome Hello Kitty in P6. Nodsty in P7, Rockstar Racing. Crazy Kiwi as a reserve in P8. The Stig, Jaguar Racing. Jaguar had a great quali session here at Suzuka, Japan. 3 cars in the top 10. Absolutely awesome stuff. And yes, old boy will start P10. He was out very early doors in that Q3 session.
He was, like I said, I missed it on track. I don't even know if he went to track. I'm not sure if he just retired in the pits straight away.
No, I'm not too
had
sure.
To go and take care of something. So here we go then, race time, and it's dry.
It certainly is dry. And yes, we didn't even ask for a weather update there, Housey. That's a first.
No, we left it. We left it.
Mad G will be wrapped.
A bit of a Don, tip the cap to Mad G.
Yeah.
So the cars are just bumping around on the straight on the right hand side of your picture, or are they? They are on my screen anyway.
Yeah, they are there as well.
Pretty stable. Yeah. Jumping about a bit. We're waiting for the guys just to connect in, ready up, get their strategies set for this one. So, Blue Dog, the first driver, I believe, to be starting with free tyre choice, P11. Unless Old Boy can, I presume, because he didn't set a lap.
There you go. So, formation lap underway. And have a look at that top 10. So, Rip the Beans, of course, on the soft compound. So he will be absolutely thrilled to death that he put it on pole, because he's got the soft. You get a good launch, and he will want to create a gap. That will be the plan for Rip the Beans. McKinder, his teammate, P2, the first of the medium runners, and there he is there. I can't believe it. That's fantastic from Team Jaguar. They have sort of broken away from the field a little bit. They don't want to do that. They want to back the field up, of course. They don't want to arrive at the grid way too early. Let's just see how they approach this formation lap. Mofo's there as well in P3, 2-5 as well. Monster Energy with Bozza right behind him in 5th place. Fantastic qualifying from all of these lads. Mr. Fury Strat, there he is there, and he is in P6. Nodsty, P7. He is on the soft compound, so he'll be looking for a good launch. He is one to be watching out for there, folks. Crazy Kiwi as a reserve. Yes, the reserve livery. And fantastic stuff from Crazy Kiwi. Great to see him back on track with us. Yes, as I did touch on, couldn't commit early doors and had to be made a reserve. He was a full-time. The Stig in Team Jaguar. There he is there, P9. And old boy, Rockstar Racing, the first of the Rockstar Racing lads in P10. Blue Dog with the free tyre choice opted for the medium there, Housey. And Johnny M4, interestingly enough, opted for the softs in Golf Racing. Got Brad Tay very close behind there in P13, followed by Chasey Dane, just nicely warming up those beds as the fields. Oh no, we've got Crazy Kiwi, and we've just seen that, and just he will be reset to the grid. Lucky you don't get damage on a formation lap, and well, there you go. That would have been race ruin, but no, he won't have damage, folks. He will just carry on to the grid. Nat Hammer, there he is there in P15, to his own admitted, to his own admittance, was not happy with his qualifying session and massively out of position on the softs. Darkness Abyss in P16, Suicide 5 on the soft compound. P17 is the lad. Kyotonic, P18, Macedonian, as we did touch on. Look at the Hello Kitty lads. Macedonian and Shaq, P19 and 20. And, well, both of them on the mediums, looking to make the longevity of that tyre work for them.
Indeed. So we've got a nice little mixture. Nobody opted for the hards, so it's just softs and mediums.
Exactly right there, mate. Exactly right. As we wait for this to load in, and we'll wait for these famous 5 red lights, but Hex has thrown out a prediction, and we won't touch on that. We'll wait for these lights. I can't even see them. The timing screen's in the way, and that is brilliant. Here's the revs, and we're about to get go here at Suzuka, Japan. Yes, we're underway. Great launch by Rip the Beans. Let's have a look to see how this is. Fantastic stuff. Oh, they're side by side into turn 1. All clean. Very, very good. Yes, Smakinda takes Rip the Beans into turn 1. There you go. And Smakinda will be absolutely thrilled to death with that. Great start.
I'm just keeping an eye at the back just to see what's going on.
Oh, we've got Johnny M4 around. Johnny M4 is around, and there you go. He will be dead last, and that is a front wing change, of course, and that is unfortunate. Unfortunate for Johnny M4. Yes, he spun and into the wall he went. Very lucky not to lose the wheel, but we'll go back up to the top here.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Smakinda, well, on the medium, getting by Rip the Beans into turn 1. What a fantastic move. But I expect Rip the Beans to make the most of this soft compound. It is definitely a quicker tyre at this early doors of the Grand Prix, of course. And have a look at this. These boys do not want to trip over each other. They are teammates and trying to do the team thing with team emphasis here at Formula 4. 2-5 and Old Boy swapping positions. Old Boy, great move, and takes that place from 2-5. P8, so Old Boy trying to make amends after a horrid qualifying session. Didn't even get to set a lap, as we did touch on early, just before that, as Blue Dog still in P11. Held stations did most of these lads. The stick there in P10. So, well, he's gone a little bit deep, and 2-5 gets a tank slapper there, and he's lucky not to lose the car or any positions. Oh, no! The stick gets a tank slapper as well, and he has just dropped maybe 4 positions in a matter of, well, meters there, Housey, and that is unfortunate. Kyotonic all over the back of his teammate in Nat Hammer, and Nat Hammer doing his thing around the outside, if you don't mind. And that is up into P11. Have a look at the lad. Blue Dog is up into P10, so he has gained 1. But we are on board with Nat Hammer, and he's carving his way through this. Oh, he's around.
Oh, he's lost it.
He's lost it. Oh, he's recovered it. What a recovery. Great. He's been hit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Chasey Dane and Nat Hammer are both around. The teammates are around, and there they are. Oh, no. Yellow flag in Sector 1. And that is unfortunate for Monster Racing, and or Monster Energy, I should say. Johnny M4 leaves the pit lane. Brand new front wing, as we did touch on early doors. Yes, unfortunate from him. But there you go, Housey.
Yeah, just having a look, see position changes. The most position changes at the moment is actually Kyotonics up 7 places into P11. Shaq's had a good start, as well as Macedonia, 13th and 14th respectively. I was on board with Shaq off the line. Shaq actually did have a very, very good start. It was getting a little tight there. There was 3 Hello Kitty cars.
Oh, we've just, sorry Housey, but we've just seen team orders. Yes, Macedonian letting the faster of the 2 by in his teammate in Shaq. And that is brilliant to see from the Hello Kitty lads.
Who's that? Smakinda had a problem. No, it's not. Who the hell was that? Was that Darkness? No, that might have been the Stig. Sorry. Stig was close to the pit wall there for some reason. Not quite sure what he was playing at. But never mind, we'll press on.
Well, there you go.
Smakinda, the unlikely one to be leading.
Yes. Yes, exactly right. But I'll tell you what.
Just because of that tyre, that's all I mean.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's the smart option, of course. But Rip the Beans, yes, on the soft compound. Oh, no, Mofo! Mofo's in the wall. We just seen the back of that when I was on board with Beans. And that is devastating. He's dropped down to P6.
Wing
And
gone.
he's got no front wing, folks. And, well, he'll go for a full nose change on that one there, Housey. And that is unfortunate from Mofo. But the tricky thing is about this one. Yes, fillers. But the trick is about this one. This Grand Prix is long. It is tricky. And anything can happen. And that is a VSC, folks. So, Mofo, that has saved him in all due respect. Because, well, there you go. No one can pass him. And, well, hang on a minute. What's happened with Shaq?
Shaq's got no front wing as well, so the Hello Kitty car of Shaq
Ouch.
circulating with no wing. Obviously under Delta at this point in time, but he's going to be boxing it. So good start from Shaq has now gone horribly wrong for him. I'm not quite sure what happened. He dropped a few places.
Exactly right
He's
there,
now 14th with no wing.
Well, mate, these lads here will know they want to keep in the green with regard to Delta. Of course, this game tends to play funny buggers on you. And just when you think you're good, you're not good. And time penalty, drive-through penalties definitely are to boot. As Darkness Abyss, what happened to him?
Session. He's left the session. He should have another invite, I'm sure. You're already over that.
Darkness
Should
Abyss,
have had multiples beforehand.
yeah, he should. That's 2 weeks in a row if that's the case there, Darkness. But get yourself back in. And
his AI is all over the back of Brad Tay, though. And we're still under VSC. Here we go. We've gone green now.
We certainly have. And there they are there as Brad Tay just says goodbye. And Brad Tay, well, he's trying to make amends. I'm just get on to Brad Tay. We'll have a look. And yes, he is disconnected. His Darkness Abyss. And, well, Darkness, if you need an invite, just yell out, mate. But you should have multiples, mate. Get yourself back in the session. Well, there you go. X is in the chat. Droftas is there as well. They are well and truly aware that you are not in the session. And, well, they're the guys that matter, of course. As Brad Tay gets a bit of a gap. We've got King Connor TTV, welcome to the stream. You are don't even have a total there, but yes, welcome and thank you for following. Much appreciated. This is Formula4Racing. This is the Australian division, and we are here at Suzuka, Japan. And Brad Tay doing his thing there in P13. Let's flick up to the top end a little bit closer there because we've got a bit of a train starting to happen behind Crazy Kiwi. We've got Old Boy right there and thereabouts, 2-5 as well. Blue Dog is just tapped onto this one as well, Housey. And Kyotonics wants a piece of this one as well.
Yeah. I was watching Kyotonics and Blue Dog because Kyotonics was a bit closer to Blue Dog a lap or so ago. He's just fighting to keep that gap about the same. But as you said, sort of from fourth down, from Fury down, we've got a bit of a gap. Well, from, like you said, from Kiwi, I suppose. Fury and Nodstedt having their little battle with Bozza, and we've got a little bit of a gap. The reserve driver of Kiwi under all sorts of pressure from Old Boy.
He certainly is there, mate. Welcome to the
versus medium.
Welcome to the chat, Urban Scyther. How are you, my friend? Gee, it's been a while. It's been a while, mate. I will reach out to you shortly, but I hope you're well, my friend. Welcome. Yes, we're watching
yellow sector 1. We got yellow sector 1. Hang on, that's
a Hello Kitty. That is
again.
That is a Hello Kitty car.
Jack.
And yes, on the hard compound. Oh, that's the tyre.
Still got a wing.
Oh, his rears must be cooking. And just cool your jets there, mate. You know what to do. And they'll take a couple of corners to cool down, of course. Have another crack there, mate. Of course, we're only on lap 5 of 27 here, Housey. And this is more of a... Oh, we've lost Old Boy.
3 yellow. What's going on? Oh, he's in the wall there. Just caught the end of it.
Where is he? There he is there. And that is Old Boy gone. And that is unfortunate. Old Boy gone. And that is a safety car, mate. That is a safety car. And I'm going to try...
Here we go. Well, who gets in quick enough? Who's that in the pit wall? Someone was crashed in the pit wall on my screen there. So we've got Kiwi and the Stig and Kyotonics all boxing, as well as Nat Hammer now. They've all managed to make the pit lane just in time. So it could be perfect timing for those boys. They got the call right on the limit.
as Urban Scyther has just subscribed. Thank you very much, Urban. Much appreciated, my friend. And well, there you go. Fantastic stuff from you, as always, Urban. But yes, we are under full safety car here. Lap 6 of 27. And I'm going to try something. I haven't done this before. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to go for a crack. Let's just see if I've got this.
Oh, Shaq's got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so it's all going wrong for Shaq, unfortunately.
Oh. No. 6 of 27, and I'm going to try something. I haven't done this before. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to go for a
2.5 drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car. No, that is not what 2.5 wants.
Have not got it.
Penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so it's all going wrong, unfortunately.
Oh.
I'm just on board.
6 of 27, and I'm going to try something. I haven't done this before. Bear with me, folks.
So he doesn't really need 2.5 drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car. No, jump him.
What a shame. I've got to tweak it. I was trying to do a replay of the start there for you guys and girls at home. But yes,
double stack from Jaguar.
Teething issues. It's my first time having a crack at that. And oh, there you go. It all makes sense now. I can see it. So, well, my apologies. But yes, I will check messages. Check messages. Check messages. Okay.
Okay, so we had Smakinda, Beans and Nodsteep all pitting. The Jaguars of Smakinda and Beans had to double stack there. That might well have cost them. Boz has taken the lead of this one. Fury second at the moment. 2.5 third, but 2.5 does have a drive-through penalty, which is going to hurt him. Macedonia fourth, Bradtay fifth. Okay. Jaguars now running 3 in a line. Smakinda, Darkness, Rip the Beans, 6th, 7th and 8th. Blue Dog in 9th, Nodsteep 10th. The last Jaguar of the Stig in 11th, One Slick 12th. Crazy Kiwi just in the box. He's not going to get out in time. He's going to drop a few here. Cryotonics up to 13th. Crazy Kiwi, is he going to hold this 14th place? I don't. Oh, this is going to be close.
Whoa.
No, he's not. Nethammer gets by him.
That was close. And yes, sorry, I do apologise. Yes, Darkness Abyss has just written to me. Yes. Well, we did have. I do apologise, Housey. But just to let everybody know, and more importantly, the boys behind the scenes that are watching this, that he has been obviously got disconnected. We did have a. Well, they did server maintenance, of course, prior to us going live. There has just been a patch update being released. And, of course, once that happened, he can't get back in because, well, it won't let him. It says it doesn't exist. That's the way it is. So, that we have lost, unfortunately, Darkness Abyss 2 weeks in a row. And, well, unfortunate, mate, but we'll see you next week, Darkness. And yes,
well, his AI is still there at the moment. P6.
Yeah, he apologise. Exactly right. And well, all good, mate. But yeah, good point there, Droftas. And Macedonian up P3. Let's just go to these position changes while we are all here. And yes, have a look at the lad. Up 16 points. I was half sleeping there, mate. I should have picked that one up. But yes, Macedonian P3 up 16. Fantastic stuff. Brad Tay. Well, you called it prior, mate. Mr. Inconspicuous.
Yep,
and there he is there in P4. Darkness Abyss in P5. Up 11 places, if you don't mind, Housey. And, well, let's be fair. The biggest loser out of that whole grid. And that is 2-5. And he's just coming out of the pit lane there. And what tire did he...
drive-through penalty, though.
Oh, dear me. There he goes. The only one on the grid at the moment to have a penalty.
Got that drive-through.
Yeah, of course. And I don't think he can
serve it.
That's
under
right.
Safety car.
That's exactly right.
So he's changed his tyres, but he's still got the drive-through to do. So drive-through, if he takes it as soon as the safety car comes in, he's going to be pretty much right at the back. Not good for 2.5.
as old boy not too happy, and yes, the bot just giving him a slap across his knuckles, not happy at all, and binned it. He will be dead last in the class. Well, DNF next to his name, and yeah, he will not be happy.
I'm going to write that one in right now. I can update my book as we're going along here.
Well, let's hope you don't have to do too much updating as this race progresses there, mate. But yeah, Boz are leading this one here. Housey, up 4 positions, started P5, up into P1, of course. And Mr. Fury Strat, same. They almost followed each other through up to the top end of this running order, these two here. Of course, hello. And Macedonian, well, we did touch on what a recovery from obviously well down in the grid, in the running order. Excuse
top
me.
Five,
P19.
top 5 not pitted, though. That's why top 5's not pitted yet.
Yeah.
Also, the only other guy not to pit is Blue Dog in P8. Everyone else has stopped under this safety car. Or if you're Shaq, you've been into the pits 3 times. So, not what Shaq wants. Too much Jeff, that is.
Yeah, there you go. So, well, he's come out. He's on the mediums, is Shacky Boy, and yeah, in P19. The only saving grace is he's got an opportunity to catch this lot, and I dare say he will, and we'll get going. And that safety car has definitely saved Shaq from being well off the back of the field. So, yeah, I guess he's counting his lucky stars in that regard. But 8-lap old mediums, and well, the tire span here at Japan, the tire wear, excuse me, is extremely high. Medium hard is usually an optimum way to go around here, of course, just because of the tyre wear, mate. It's just really, really harsh. And, well, these boys are finding that out, of course. If they didn't, well, I'm sure they knew that already.
Well,
but
we've got a lot of guys, obviously, on fresh hard, so
yeah,
they're going to be doing their utmost to try and get the tyre temps in. And this is one to keep an eye on the restart, because, you know, we've seen it plenty of times before. The hards take that a little bit longer to actually get in the zone, so watch for anybody on the hards maybe having a little bit of a spin or a bit of traction problems on the restart here. So that's Smakinda, Beans, the Stig, One Slick, Kyotonics, Nat Hammer, Crazy Kiwi, and Johnny M4. Keep your eyes on the table on the left-hand side, viewers, and just see what they managed to do on the restart.
Well, also interesting to note too there, mate, you've got Blue Dog ahead of Nodsty. Nodsty on fresh mediums, Blue Dog on 8-lap old mediums. Now, I might say that they will say team orders, Nodsty leading the championship, will go ahead of Blue Dog. And Blue Dog can just almost do his thing. He's got the stick behind him on the hard compound. And, well, as we did touch on, they take a while to fire up. But the safety car is in this lap, and we will stay with Fury because, as we do touch on, I don't like to give anyone a leg up on when the leader goes and absolutely plants it.
I'm gonna sit back a few and go towards the back end of the grid to keep an eye on that. So you call the front, and I'll keep an eye on the rear for a minute.
So there you go. Bozza backing him up quite nicely. He's left it a little bit. Let's just see how he attacks this. He's gone now, and well, there you go. Fury was not caught napping as Bozza peels to the right, trying to break that toe that he's given Fury, and Fury giving his teammate Macedonian a great toe as well, as you were. So far, so good. And, well, Blue Dog having a sneaky look up on the inside of Rip the Beans there as Nodsty. Have a look at the train of cars, albeit after a safety car restart, but this is nose to stern stuff through the S section. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, some good driving from the boys here. We've got obviously a massive train down to P11. Got a bit of a gap from One Slick to Kyotonics, 11th to 12th. One Slick's looking for a move at the moment. Can't get it done on the Stig.
Oh, he thought about it and he thought, no, I'm not going to send it there. Use the track to your advantage. As I did predict, there you go, Nodsty.
Yep. Does switch with Blue Dog. So he's hoping Blue Dog now is going to hold the Stig. One Slick, Kyotonics, Nat Hammer, Kiwi up for a while and let Nodsty press on.
Oh, there you go, Beans
was there contact there?
Beans has collected the back of his teammate. His teammate's out. Smakinda's out. Oh no, Smakinda is out. That is another safety car. And the teammates tripped over each other.
Damage as well, I think.
Yeah, that has wrecked both their races, Housey. Oh, dearie me.
I can't see at the moment. I'm sure Beans has got front wing damage.
Yeah, he's missing a left-hand side end plate on screen. And there you go.
Yeah,
he will need to replace that. And, well, that is not good from the two Jaguar Racing guys. And there you go. Beans compromised into the pit lane. He goes. And, well, interesting to note, that has saved the guys who did not pit that first safety car. So away they go, and they will get rid of those old compound. Blue Dog opting to stay out, mate. So
stay out.
Yeah, Yeah, he's staying out. He's on 10 lap
And
old
Buzzer.
mediums. And yeah, of course, the two
at
front
Nodstein,
runners.
up to
And,
P3.
yeah, exactly right, mate. Exactly right. So, and I dare say with his teammate Brad Tay, who does need to box, there could be another team order here, and then he's got a free shot at Bozza, knowing that Bozza needs to box as well. So technically, Nodstein is a net P1 here, for guys.
So, to be fair, 2-5 thanking his lucky stars there, because he did pull in, as I predicted, as soon as the safety car went in, he came in for his drive-through. So he was miles down, but this safety car is now bringing 2-5 back into play.
Certainly is. Certainly is. Where is 2-5 down in P16? Let's just go there and look.
16.
Shaq is there, and he's a little bit off the field again, so I'm not too sure what happened down the back there. Darkness Abyss, yes, we do know that he is no longer in the session. There you go, so getting rid of that hard compound, I dare say. Macedonian on fresh hard, same with his teammate Fury. They were going to go to the end, of course. They did start on the mediums, guys. Johnny M4 there in P12, and well, have a look at that. These guys want to get racing, and I reckon the safety car may be in this lap there, Housey. We'll just have a look to see what is going on up here.
Keep an eye on that.
And
I'm
yes,
just having a look at tyres.
hang on a minute. Nodstein got by Brad Tay. How did that work?
How did he do that? Under safety car.
Yeah.
The only way you could do that is if Brad Tay went on the grass and he was deemed him as being off the track. You can change positions there, but it's a bit of a risky one.
Team orders maybe, and done it a bit sneaky. I don't know. I can't comment.
Yeah.
I can't comment, but I know you can't.
That's the only way I know that you can do it.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And if you're fully off track, you can overtake. So naughty, naughty, naughty are the boys from Rockstar Racing. Could have been just a slight lift, or there you go, have the corner, son. But no, under safety car, cheeky, cheeky boys. But there you go, Nodstein in P2. And his teammate in Brad Tay, as we did touch on, they've got to stop. But that's very, very sneaky from those two. The Stig in P4. So the Stig was going to jump, obviously, Brad Tay. Brad Tay's going to stop. Surprised he didn't get rid of that. I mean, they can do the stretch. But yes, I mean, safety car pit stop is a free pit stop.
Yep. So Bozza, Brad Tay, and Blue Dog still yet to pit. So interesting strategy from those boys. I'm just looking at the tyre changes in the menu at the moment.
Housey, I need your help. I can't say that. I don't know how to. He got the wrong bloke.
Thank you for. Hang on.
Who is? Yeah, come on, mate. I need your assistance there, brother. I do apologise. Thank you for following.
Nemazaki Gonaldes. Let's go with that.
Let's
just go with Nemazaki.
Yeah, there you go. Welcome to the stream. Just Formula 4 Racing, of course. Australia division. And, well, we're just under halfway through here at Suzuka, Japan. Cracking race so far. We've only lost 2 drivers, and unfortunately we lost Smakinda and Old Boy. 2 of the front runners of this, well, we're going to be anyway. And there you go. They are out of this Grand Prix. Got a couple of guys out of position, of course. The Shaq not having a good time of it. He's dead last, P18. Ripped the beans in front of him, of course. We did see what happened. He was involved with Smakinda there. I do believe it might have been connection issues with Smakinda and a bit of lag and stuff like that. And they did, unfortunately, touch. And, well, they were running 1 and 2, weren't they? Well, net 1 and 2, weren't they? So, absolutely horrendous stuff at the wrong time. Is this safety car coming in? The lights are still on. The lights are still on. What is going on? It's taking its time, isn't it? It is taking up. Wow, that's...
Yep, it's in. It's coming in. That's a late call.
That's a late call. Well, okay. We just decide now. And, oh, Bozza! Oh, Bozza lit up the wrist. He nearly hit the pit wall. Oh, my God. Oh, he began...
Look at the train behind him, though. Look at Brad Tay, Stig, Blue Dog, One Slick. They're all side by side into turn 1.
Oh, they've all made it through nice and safely. Yes, they have. And let's have a look. Suicide 5 up into P10. He's all over the back of Crazy Kiwi. Kiwi made a bit of a mistake there. Looks like he got a bit of a tank slapper, and Suicide 5 trying to take him. But I tell you what, through that S section, you've got to have cojones to do it there. So tuck in and use the track to your advantage there, mate. One Slick Mofo having a good look at Blue Dog as Bossa gets a 3-second time penalty. And well, that is track limits in the lead just after a restart, not what the doctor ordered. And let's just have a look. Suicide 5 looking at Crazy Kiwi. Is he going to send it? No, he is not. He thinks better of it. This is medium versus the hard compound. Crazy Kiwi on 5-lap old Haas. Have a look at this action. They are so close together. Yes, they certainly are. And while the two Hello Kitties in Fury and Macedonian are having a bit of a ding-dong as well. And yeah, Macedonian all over the back of his teammate there, has he?
Yep. Lodsley just trying to get on the back of Bozza here. He's going to be virtually there by the end of the lap. Brad Tay just being dropped off the back, to be honest with you. And he's running wide. And he's out, he's out, he's going to be out. He is out, he is out, sorry. That was Brad Tay crashing in the same place as Old Boy.
Whoa.
Just caught too much of the curb on the outside. And that's a safety car. Again.
There you go. And just before the safety car, I was on board with, we were having a look at 2-5. And 2-5 just got the move done. Over-ripped the beans there to move him up into 14th. And then that safety car, full course yellow, came out by the skin of his teeth. And, well, he's moving up the field. As a couple of lads choose to box.
That was, sorry about that, I got a little excited there, but I had to try and get that in. Couple of guys with penalties now. Bozza with a 3-second penalty, One Slick with a 5-second penalty, Johnny M4 with a 5-second penalty, all inside the top 10, so
yeah,
worth keeping an eye on for later on in the race. So we've got our third safety car. This is, what happened to S5? Or did he just pit there? Because he's down in 17th. And Fury as well, yeah.
Yeah, so the bottom three, of course, out. Fresh Meds and...
Fury's gone from second or up there somewhere to
Fury, I think, I think Fury's thinking tyre life, longevity, and, well, he won't have to stop again. Those mediums will go to the end. And he knows that the hard compound ain't the tyre to be on. So there are a lot of guys on the hards in front of him, of course, as you can see there. But he's also got the Stig in front of him on fresh mediums, does the lad.
What does Blue Dog and Bozza do here? They're the only two yet to have stopped. They're sticking this out. They're, you know, in all fairness, they've played this pretty pretty lucky or sensible. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they've been looking into their crystal ball this morning, knowing that there's going to be safety car after safety car. I'm not quite sure, but
I tell you what, though, mate, the guy, yeah, that's right. But I don't know, mate. They're trying to make the stretch, but of course, the more safety cars or the later the safety cars come out, the more dint it makes into their progress, of course, because all they want to be doing is, you know. You don't want to come towards the end of the stint, have a safety car, and that throws you all the way dead last. You know what I mean? So they've got a lot of work to do once they go green to sort of create that gap to be able to slot into a desirable place. But when they're all bunched up like this, it's kind of not working in their favour in that regard. They will go. Oh, Bozza with a tank slapper goes. That's twice. And Bozza in. So maybe they're hearing us here, mate. And I'm not too sure. But they're getting that pit stop well and truly out of the way as Blue Dog's throwing on a set of softs. Oh, he's going to expect 12 laps out of those softs, and he did 15.
So's Bozza.
Jesus, maybe two stopping here. So there you go, folks. Under safety car, they get rid of that compound, and they both throw on a set of the faster compound soft tyre, and they are at the very back.
Another lap or so, though, here.
Yeah,
so what's that going to be? Let's say 16 it goes in. You're going to be talking maybe, if they're lucky, 10 laps. If they're not, maybe 11 laps on those softs. They're going to be cutting that fine, surely.
Well, have a look at this, though, mate. Chirotonic up 15 places. Phenomenal effort from the lad. Great stuff.
One Slick as well, look.
Yeah, Nat Hammer up 11.
Into P2.
Macedonian up 11 as well. So these boys have had a cracking race so 15, far, fighting their way through. Fantastic to see. And, there's a couple of guys, unfortunately, out of position. And, yes, we have lost 3 drivers. Brad Tace, McKinder, and Old Boy, unfortunately. And that is their race done and dusted. But, they will be back, of course, with the grip between their teeth. Where are we next week, Housie? I think we're in Hungary next week, and,
We are at Hungary, yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And while we've got you guys here, we'll bring up the calendar while we're under safety car conditions. And there it is. So, yes, we are at Hungary, and then we come to home. We come home. Round 8, boys. And, looking forward to that one, of course. And, well... We're missing it. We have suffered a lot down here. 2 Grand Prix in a row we have not been able to see, of course. And, any sort of racing on our track down here, mate, why not? Of course, we all love it. Being Aussie boys and all, and a couple of Kiwis, of course. But We've adopted him
Oh,
anyway, so welcome to the club. And there you go. So yeah, Hungary, Australia, Singapore are the next three, and
Safety cars in.
all great tracks. Get rid of that screen, and we'll go up
Late
to
call
one
again.
slick.
Late call
What is
again.
going on? That is so late. It is ridiculously late, and it almost that would be so off-putting. But anyway, we will push on. Nodsty is gone. Mofo is gone, and there you go. What a restart by Mofo. Was not caught napping, mate.
Crazy Kiwi, I believe, made a move there on Nat Hammer before the line, so he's had to give that place back. Doing a solid job though, the reserve driver, Crazy Kiwi, currently 5th.
He really is. He was a full-time driver, as we did touch on early doors, of course. He did have a seat, and he was going to be a Hello Kitty driver, but could not commit. And yeah, we had to give his seat up. But every time, was that contact? Was that contact between Chasey Dane and Macedonian?
Yep.
I'm not too sure, but
2-5 round.
Macedonian had to hit the
2-5
brakes
round,
there.
It is 2-5 off the track.
It is.
Johnny M4 also involved, I think. So going wrong again for 2-5. He thought his luck was back in after that latest safety car, but it's turned sour for him again.
It certainly has, mate. But the race has turned on its head. And have a look now, mate. Monster Energy having a great showing, albeit on lap 16 of 27. They have got 3 cars in the top 10, or top 6,
Yep,
we'll just
top
say.
10.
And that is fantastic stuff for them. Great fistful of points if they can bring those cars home in these positions. But yes, still a long way to go, mate. Still a long way to go. 11 laps to be exact. As Macedonian having a good look now. And there you... Oh, I thought the camera confused me. There's a great shot. That is an absolutely brilliant shot.
One of the Jaguars.
Oh, who is that?
No,
Darkness Abyss and Suicide 5.
Round.
Oh, no. So there you go. And, well, his race has gone from bad to worse as the lad. As Chasey Dane eyeing up Crazy Kiwi
Got
here.
damage. So it's not gone well for the 5 boys today. Suicide 5 is going to have to pit. I'm sure he's got wing damage. Both 5 boys in the pits, as well as Johnny M4, so I think their race is run. And unless we get another safety car, that's what they'll be playing for.
Look at the race turnaround from Shaq. He's gone from dead last up into P8, and that is a fantastic effort by the lad. The Hello Kitty driver, the Pot 1 Hello Kitty driver in that fetching livery. Here he comes. He's got his teammate behind him. There's a bit of a wingman on fresher mediums, and Fury won't be like... I do apologise, Fury. I didn't mean it in that regard, and he's going to send it. Wow, that was a risky move on his teammate, but he gets it done, and Fury up into P8. And drops Shaq to P9. I'm not too sure if Shaq would be happy with a move like that. They are teammates. It's all about the team. And, well, that was an aggressive late breaker if I've ever seen one. Oh no, that's Chasey Dane. Chasey Dane is around. Chasey is around and getting well and truly off the racing line. Fantastic stuff from you, Chasey. Unfortunate. And he is dropped well down the back of the field here, Housey. Bozza trying to make inroads on that safety car pit stop. Him and Blue Dog are following each other nose to stern. P10, P11, they were dead last at that restart, of course, as we're well and truly aware. And have a look at this drive. Bozza's got out. He's going to have a look at the Stig. He's going to take the Stig. And, well, fantastic. So he hasn't done it yet. Well, let's just see if he's got the balls up. The courage under braking. No, he doesn't. And, well, there you go. Thinks better of it. And longevity, Housey. Longevity.
Yep, just stick with it, although this is quite frustrating for Bozza on the soft tyre versus the medium of the Stig, but you can't really pass here. I mean, you can, but it's just not something you want to be doing in a league of respectful drivers, you know. I mean, maybe if we were in a 5-lapper, maybe. Here, I have been known to go up the inside, but he's not close enough.
No. He certainly is not, but it's all about using the track to your advantage. Now, we've just sort of gone green, so there's no DRS. There will be DRS available next lap, but Beans and Kiwi, as you did about to say, have just swapped position.
Fury and Shaq now. Well, Fury all over the back of the reserve for you with Kiwi. Johnny M4 picks up a penalty. This is a nice little tasty battle. I was just going to say Kiwi's kind of the cork in the bottle for the P5 downwards, but obviously Rip the Beans has got past him now. Stretching his legs. Kiwi, with those hard tyres, it must be said, is under real pressure from Fury on the mediums.
Certainly is,
again, as you said, only a matter of time. Here we go. Is he going to go for it? He is. Ooh, he's not. I thought he was going for it there. He's going to save it for the DRS down into turn 1, so smart thinking from Fury. He's got a great run here on Crazy Kiwi. Kiwi doing his best to try and block him off. He's got fairly decent
Have a look at the straight line
Kiwi, and he's got the
speed.
DRS.
Wow, that is impressive from Kiwi. Oh no!
Fury's lost it on the
Fury's lost it. He's lost it, and all that hard work has just been undone. Right to the back of the field, and that he will be devastated with that. And that has brought out the safety car because we've just lost Chasey Dane.
No way.
We've lost Chasey Dane. What has happened to Chasey? Where is he? There he is there. 130R has claimed another victim, and Chasey is out of this Grand Prix. Lap 18 of 27, another safety car. And, well, I think this is the third one?
Oh, he's right there.
Third or fourth?
That's the fourth. Fourth safety car. That is, looking at that, that's Chasey in exactly the same place as Old Boy and Brad Tay, getting a little wide out of the 130R, hitting the curb and lighting up the rear, and it's sending you directly 90 degrees off into the left-hand barrier. Good night, the Fox.
Exactly right, mate. And, yeah, he won't be happy. He won't be happy with himself there, and... oh, well, there's always another week, but yeah, unfortunate. We have lost 4 drivers now, and add Chasey Dane to that one. Chasey Dane, Brad Tace, McKinder, and Old Boy. And unfortunate from those lads.
Let's update. I'm going to update me pad while we've got a bit of a lull here. Although I have an interesting fact for you. Just give me a minute. That there was, and this is very strange, and I was kind of surprised to hear this, but there was a safety car driver. Seeing as we've got lots of safety cars, let's talk about a safety car driver. There was a safety car driver who actually lost his life here in 1996. They were doing a NASCAR exhibition, and the guy's name was Elmo Langley. And who's that? One Slick's out. Sorry, I'll shut up. One Slick is out. He's crashed.
No way.
Where is he?
Oh, there he is there. There he is there on the start of the S's. No, hang on a minute. Out of turn 1.
Yep.
And around he goes. Wow, that is Mofo out.
We have lost One Slick. Wow.
Under safety car.
Okay.
What has he done?
Under safety car.
What has he done? Mofo, I tell you what, he had a great result last week taking the win, but he has not hit his straps here yet.
Feeling.
And, yeah, unfortunate from the lad. Not too sure what happened there, but under safety car, he's out. He was, yeah.
He's had an unfortunate error again, so very, very uncharacteristic from One Slick here. But going back to that quickly, I'll give the man his due. His name was Elmo Langley. He actually died in the safety car, not from a crash. He actually had a heart attack at the wheel. Wow. So poor guy. Obviously, this track can be a bit deadly. Has taken 17 lives here over the course of the years. Obviously, we know that Jules Bianchi one a few years ago is hot on the press, still in people's minds, but we have lost at least 16 others, including that safety car driver.
Well, not only that, even in other classes too, the F2, of course, Anton, and you know, the list goes on and on. Of course, such a the real boys, of course. Tell you what, yeah. It's a risky deal being a any sort of driver in motorsport, real motorsport, and yeah, homage, the utmost respect. And of course, back in those early days, there was no such thing as safety. It was just let's just see how quick you can go around the track and hang on for dear life. And
get in, shut up, hold on, and get on with it.
Yeah, and expect a leather cap to protect your noggin. But yeah, so
we shouldn't laugh. Sorry,
no, I don't mean it in any joking way, shape, or form. Those guys there, I mean, obviously pioneers of the sport.
Heroic.
And yeah, definitely, mate, absolutely. And
I mean, you know, these days, and always say,
how's it? You've gone roboty. If you can hear me, you've gone roboty. Whoa, that's really bad. While Housey sorts out his connection, let's just go through this running order, folks. Under safety car conditions, and there he is there. Oh, and there he is. He's left the party. He's going to reset his net. So, well, the man who's probably led more laps in this league, in this division, than any other driver. He's taken a few wins as Nodsty, always up there and thereabouts. All of a sudden finds himself into P1. Fantastic stuff from the lad. Rip the beans in P2. After that collision with his teammate, has fought back. He's on 9-lap old mediums, the fresher of the two front runners. Nodsty on 13-lap old mediums. Crazy Kiwi doing his thing there as a reserve. And yeah, 13-lap old hards is the lad. P3, fantastic showing. And Shaq, if there ever was a recovery drive, this man has just done that in the last probably 5 or 6 laps, folks. Albeit, yes, safety cars did help him at the very start, of course, him catch up. But yes, take your opportunities as they come, as I always say. And Bozza in P5 on 5-lap old softs. They're going to be dead towards the end of this. And you don't want to be taking too much life out of that. The lights are out on top of that safety car. We'll go to Rip the Beans because he's right behind Nodsty. Nodsty will be effectively the safety car. First to blink, loves it, up the front. And let's just see if this rockstar lad can, yeah, brilliant, absolutely fixed.
Sweet. So here we go then, safety car restart number 5, is it?
5.
4.
Oh, and Nodsty's gone. Nodsty's gone. What a restart. Beans almost caught napping. Nearly a second. A second.
Kiwi
and fantastic. Yeah, Kiwi is in trouble on 14-lap-old hards, dropping like a, well, a lead balloon, folks, into P5.
Stig's lost it. Oh, he slid into Blue Dog.
Oh, there's a bit of wind going somewhere. I'm not too sure who's got damage, but yes, there was a slight touch. And
Blue Dog.
Does he really? Blue Dog's got damage. Yes, yep, there you go. Dog. The right-hand end plate. Oh, P6 he was.
Stig lost it in turn 1, slid across the track and slid into him.
Well, look at the cork in the bottle. He has got a front wing damage. And oh, there's a Hello Kitty car. Fury Strat is around.
Fury.
He is around. And there you go. Well, he kept it out of the wall, amazingly enough. And P14. Well, we have a look at that. Yellow flag, sector 1 and 2. We are full green now. Let's go, boys. We have got 5 laps remaining here in Suzuka, Japan. Nodsty leading this one from Beans by 0.4 of a second. Beans has got some in his pocket, though, because he's got 4-lap fresher medium, and that is going to pay big dividends towards the end.
Bozza on the soft, though. He's on the push at the moment. He's closing down the back of Shaq. He has got a penalty to his name, though, Bozza. But he's still looking to try and get on the podium. I don't know whether he's going to be able to pull out that gap within the 5 laps. Probably not. Blue Dog, let's see what Blue Dog's going to do. I'm just going to watch him. He's just getting out of the way of everybody now, Blue Dog. Cracking driving from Blue Dog. He knows he's in trouble. So he's just got out of the way of a whole heap of guys there.
And Nat, sorry mate, I do apologise. Nat Hammer and the Stig side by side into turn 1. Have a look at this, and Nat Hammer, what a move! What a move into turn 1. Away he goes. What a move!
Look at Macedonia behind him. He's just gained massively while they were busy side by side. Macedonia now is all over the back with the softs on. Really pushing hard, Macedonia. All over the back of Stig. Stig's in trouble here. Oh, not there.
Oh, that was very, very close. Macedonia thought better of it. Yeah, exactly, mate. He's going to have better traction coming out of the hairpin right about now, mate. So just use the track to your advantage. And yeah, just use it. Stig gets a bit of a tail. Well, Macedonia's gone a bit wide on exit, and that is not going to help him. And yeah, he's going to have to bide his time ever so slightly, mate. Yeah, definitely.
Good night, Bopton. Bopton's saying good night in the chat. Sorry.
See ya, Bopton. Thank you very sorry, mate. Thank you very much for those 200 bits. Fantastic stuff. But there was some action on track. I meant to call that out. But yeah, good night, Bopton. And thank you for joining us. Yes, Macedonian and the Stig. Battle resumed. P7, P8. Hello Kitty versus Team Jaguar. And well, Stig putting his car in all the right places. Macedonian getting a little bit impatient. And was that slight touch? Macedonian gets a great drive, but that slowed his progress there, Housey, and he had to back out of it, and yeah, it certainly does, and he will have to bide his time again.
Now. No, here we go. Oh. Oh, he's still looking.
Oh, and
This is gonna
Fury
end in
Strat and
tears.
Blue Dog. Blue Dog getting out of the way. Has Blue Dog changed that front wing? No, he's not. He's persevering
No.
and
He's
getting
just
well out of the
going on
way.
with it now.
He's just carrying on.
He
Mr.
knows
Fury
his race is
Strat
done.
has got by him and has got Kyotonics for company. And look at Fury get his... Well, Kyotonic has a missing
sorry,
left-hand end plate. And yes, he is a sitting
At the
duck.
front, Nodsty's down to third. Rip the Beans and Shaq are both past him.
Well, there you go. I did miss that. I do apologise. There is action galore all over this track. And yes, you are dead set spot on there, Housey. Nodsty down in a
No
third
damage,
place.
though. There's no damage. I thought maybe he got a bit of damage, but he hasn't. Wing looks okay on Nodsty's car.
As
So he's dropped
Xerxes
from
has
first to
just...
third.
Sorry, mate. Xerxes has just donated $3. It did work. Fantastic. Yes, awesome stuff. And, well, that's at least one of them. I don't know why the... Bits isn't working, but I'll get onto that one at a later date, folks. But thank you very much for that tip there, Xerxes. Absolutely brilliant stuff as always. And, well, Shaq is on the hunt. Rip the Beans is sitting pretty, though, mate. 13 lap old mediums right about now. Out in front, clean air. And, of course, yes, Shaq does have DRS. But Beans looks like he's doing his thing.
Yeah, maybe that was. I mean, we didn't catch what went on, but Nodsty dropping from first to third. But obviously, a few lap older tyres on Nodsty's car. Is that the difference? Although I'm on board with Nodsty now, and Shaq has a slide. Nodsty's going to be back in the game here. He's not giving it up.
And we just seen
Beans is looking good.
And we just seen Macedonian get by the Stig there on those 4-lap
Eventually.
softs, and there it is, job finally done. And it moves
Got a
himself
big
up
gap
into...
though to that hammer.
Gave that hammer that breathing space, didn't it? Exactly what he wanted, and, well, relieve some of that pressure. 2-5's trying to hunt back, and he fancies himself of the Stig as well. But 2-5 on 7-lap-old softs, that'd almost be towards the end of that lifespan, but he wants to make the most of it, does 2-5, to harness... Well, some of that earlier stuff that put him down the back of the field. And yes, he's fighting his way back up into 9th place. Let's just go back up the front here because Nodsty, I've been watching this and these guys are seesawing a little bit. And yeah, we are on lap 25, approaching lap 26 here, Housey. Nearly done here at Japan Suzuka. It's been a cracking race so far. We've lost One Slick Mofo, Chasey Dane, Brad Tace, McKinder and Old Boy, unfortunately. But all in all, a very enjoyable race. It is not over yet. We have still got 2 laps to go as 2-5 and the Stig battle resume. Crazy Kiwi picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. But, well, 2-5, let's just see how he goes here. It's going to be a DRS train. The Stig will have it as well, I do believe. Oh, is he? No, he's not. So
No,
2-5 should get this job
So
done quite easily, well and truly before turn 1. And that moves him up into 8th place there, Housey.
Oh, Stig's tapped him on the entry into the corner though. Got away with it though, I think.
That'll be looked at by the stewards there, of course, and that was all caught on stream.
Got away
and
with it.
you got away with it, yes. But
Let's have a quick look. Penalty situation. Let's have a quick look at the penalty because we're getting to the point now where it's going to come into play. Bozza 3 seconds worth of penalties. Kiwis 3 seconds worth of penalties.
Jeez.
Fury with 3 seconds worth of penalties. So Bozza and Kiwi, 4th and 5th at the moment, got 3 seconds worth of penalties. That's going to affect their finishing order. Keep an eye on that one over the line. How far's Bozza back? Nodsty's still P3 trying to get this P2 off of Shaq. Beans has well and truly got this. He just needs to keep it clean. Just about to come to the end of the penultimate lap for Beans. So he's about to start his last lap. He just needs to keep it nice and clean.
I do apologise, folks. I
pretty well spread.
I completely forgot, Housey. I've just done a quick poll. It's only for 2 minutes because we are on the last lap for driver of the day. I do apologise, folks. Get those votes in as quick as you possibly can for driver of the day. It is there in the chat as we are on the very last lap. Excuse me.
Shaq up 18 places.
Yeah, that's phenomenal drive from him, of course. But Nodsty's not done yet here, Housey, as the gaps below have spread out. So this is the one to watch. And Nodsty having a good look at Shaq. The top 3 do not have penalties. Interesting to note, Bozza and Kiwi both have 3 seconds. I'll get rid of that as all. Nodsty a little bit wide there. And, well, no harm, no trouble there.
So was Shaq.
Dropped him back off a little. It's still 3/10. So he's still there.
They're closing in on Beans, actually. Look, they've just gained a bit on Beans. Maybe Beans just taking it easy on this last lap to make sure he makes no mistake. But they've closed the gap a bit. Both of these Shaq and Nodsty.
Beans has had a phenomenal race, and welcome back to the front end, Beansy. Great to see you up there, of course. Only a few more corners to go, and he can be a Formula 4 winner here in Suzuka, Japan. But yes, Nodsty Shaq, I do believe that is it. I think they're going to hold battle positions, and great load of points for all of those guys. But let's just see what happens with Bozza, Kiwi, and Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer's going to jump at least Kiwi, I do believe. What is these time penalties? There they are there. They both have 3 seconds. Nat within 2.3 seconds of Kiwi. So he will jump Kiwi. But there you go. Rip the Beans wins here at Suzuka. Fantastic stuff. Shaq P2. Nodsty P3. Bozza crosses the line and stays P4. Nat Hammer P5. Crazy Kiwi P6. Macedonian P7, and was there a Shaq? Fantastic, gets the driver of the day. 2-5, P8, Mr. Fury Strat, P9. The Stig will cross the line in P10. Kyotonics, P11. Blue Dog, and there you go. He persevered with that broken front wing, and he will cross the line in P12. Suicide 5 in P13. Darkness Abyss, P14, and Johnny M4.
That's an AI drive, though.
In 15th, exactly right. So Johnny M4 will jump that.
I don't know whether he'll be classed,
and he will not be classified, as Shaq takes the driver of the day. And that was a great race there, folks. And rip the Beans, hats off to him. Gets his first win here at Formula 4. And the Shaq has got the game and our driver of the day. I do apologise, folks. That was a bit late on my behalf. Yes, I will fix that. I just forgot. Getting old, folks. Getting old. But as there he's there, the man of the moment. Rip the Beans. Take a bow, son. And congratulations on a great drive. Just what the doctor ordered from the lad there, Housey. He was looking for a good result. He needed a good result, Housey, and he got what he asked for.
Shaq, though, I mean, I was talking about him at the start of the race, saying he's had a nightmare. He was dead last. He was 20th on the grid.
Yeah.
He made up loads of places. He had a good start. Then he was dead last again. He stopped 4 times, look. And he's still made a second place. So that is an amazing drive from Shaq. I'll have to give him that, you know.
Well, there you go.
With the fastest lap there.
Exactly right, with a 1 minute 29.499, Housey, if you don't mind, mate. And there you go. We'll just wait for these screens, as we do every week, for them to roll over, for the stewards to do their jobs, of course. And that is the bottom end. Yes, we did lose 5 drivers. 1 Slick Mofo, Chasey Dane, Brad Tace, McKinder, and Old Boy, unfortunately. They will be back with a vengeance next week, folks. But we were going to go on a quick pause. I'll make sure I get these 3 boys in for a driver interview. And just stay with us. We'll be back in 1 second, folks. Yes, folks, we are back, and, Nodsty has not joined the commentary box. He may not want to do a driver interview, I'm not too sure, but we have been joined by the first and second place getters. Now, Shaq got P2. Oh, hang on a minute, son, there. Spoils the moment. Nods, I do apologise, Shaq. We will get to you, mate. I do apologise. Nodsty, welcome to the commentary box again. P3, on the podium again. P3, and doing your thing there for Rockstar Racing, mate. Great drive, and awesome stuff once again.
Yeah, thank you. I bottled it. I bottled the win, but lucky I saved it, I guess.
I didn't want to bring up the mistake off straight off.
What happened?
Yeah, exactly. What happened, mate?
Left the ERS on stupid mistake and back end kick,
okay.
but lucky I saved it. Brought it back for third. Strategy was really good, but it all worked out well for me with the safety cars and
Yeah, definitely.
all that. But yeah, it's a pretty good race.
Well, mate, sitting on top of the tree. Hang on a minute. I'll just bring them up while we're here because that's a good place to do it. And, well, stretching your legs ever so slightly there, mate. Yes, you are on top prior to us going racing this week here at Suzuka on 100 points on the nose. Just keep clocking them up, mate. Fantastic job so far this season.
Yeah, just trying to stay consistent. It's a long season, so
That's right.
that's all you got to do, really. And
Exactly right.
hopefully end up on the top at the end.
Well, you're no stranger to the top end. And another great result from you, mate. Well done on your third place position, getting it Suzuka Japan tricky track. Great result.
Thank you.
Well done.
As we move to Shacky Boy, P2 from dead last. What a drive from this Hello Kitty lad. Yes, he strutted his stuff. A bit of a flex was from the lad. Yes, safety cars did play a part of it, but he took his opportunities when they mattered. And Shaq, that's all that matters, mate.
Oh yeah, it was a bit of a shocking race, really. Just struggled with tire. Struggled with tire temps throughout, so it was just trying to manage the tire temps, not pushing too hard. But a few spins there, not a great track. You know, the curbs just really grab you.
Yep. But yeah, no, great result,
an
mate.
unbelievable drive.
Yeah, well, you're sitting 10th in the Drivers' Championship at the moment, and I know if I know you, you want to start climbing that bad boy. And yes, P2, a great fistful of points coming your way, my friend.
Yeah, well that's it. Even across other leagues, I've just been really struggling, just being consistent, especially in qualifying. But as of late, I've just been, picking that consistency up and just starting to see the results.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what you've got to do. So congratulations on your second place there, mate. And, well, we'll see you next week, Hungary. And looking forward to that one, of course. But I tell you what, we're going to move to our winner. That is of Rip the Beans. He's broken the... Yeah, he's got the monkey off the back. He's got his first win here at Formula 4.
First top 10 as well.
Yeah, congratulations, Rip the Beans. Doing it in style there, mate. A well-deserved P1. Well done.
Oh, yeah. Practicing for 6 hours before a race does help.
And yes, first finished as well. Exactly right. He did it in style. Did it in style there, did Beansy. But I've got to ask, mate, what happened with your teammate?
I think it was lag issues.
Yeah, that's what was happening in the chat.
Yeah,
it looked like there was a little bit there, and it was very close. Unfortunate, but nevertheless, man, it was a great result, mate. Great drive, and well, he didn't give up, Beansy, and it was good to see you fighting your way through, just keeping that consistency up, and it paid off in the end, buddy. Well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was a stressful race. The safety cars definitely helped that one at the end.
Yes, for sure. Well done, Beansy.
Great race.
The Jaguar driver. Yes, where is he on the champ? Well, look at him, P20. And, he's going to make a massive jump now, getting a good handful of points. But, well, you got to start somewhere, Beansy. That's it. You're coming, mate. You're coming. Great stuff, mate. Well, congratulations again. And we'll get rid of this screen. I'll bring up the calendar for you boys and girls at home. Just to show you, no worries, lads. Congratulations on great drives to all three of you, the whole grid. But yes, that is the calendar, folks. And we're at Hungary next. And that is another great track, a very tight, twisty track. Only a couple of passing opportunities. Then we go to Australia, the land down under. Yes, looking forward to that one. But yes, well, that was a great race. Another great installment of Formula 4 racing. And, well, anything to add extra there, Housey?
No, I mean, I'm just glad to be back, glad in the box, and that was certainly an exciting race, for sure.
Most
kept us
definitely.
on our toes there.
Yeah.
Some great drives. I mean, that was just up and down like a yo-yo, wasn't it? I mean, people were at the front, next minute they're at the back, next minute they're midfield, next minute they're at the back, next minute they're at the front. I mean, that was a
Yeah, that's
proper
right.
topsy-turvy race. I mean, why can't real life F1 be like that? Because that was some exciting stuff, I'm sure. For the viewers out there, it was a good run.
Well, the boys always want to put on a good show, and so do we. And I tell you what, I hope you enjoyed that instalment of Formula 4 Australia division, of course. You can catch the UK boys strut their stuff in this very channel at 8 p.m. BST. Yes, that is coming up after this one in about, how many hours is that there, Housey?
What is it now? 10 to 2, so it'll be about 6 hours.
6 hours time.
6 hours.
If you can, tune in this very channel.
That's how much practice time I've got.
Yeah, that's right. Housing will be reserving, and I do wish you all the very best, of course. Let's just see if the Amigo can wake up. Yes, the current Formula 4 European champion. Wake up from his slumber and have a look to see if he can fire up for this great track. But yes, this has been Formula 4 Racing Australia Division. I am See Me Skate. That was Hello There, Housey, from us for now. Goodbye.
Goodbye.